Hello everyone and welcome to Medi Simplified. So today we will talk about UPSC CMS. So what is UPSC CMS, right? So if you are one of those like who is not much interested nowadays in clinical practice, who don't want any kind of patient interaction, who is not willing to study further for PG, for such people there is a very good option after MBBS, that is UPSC CMS. So what is UPSC CMS? It is Union Public Service Commission Examination. All right, Union Public Service Commission Examination. So what is UPSC CMS? And it is an exam conducted by the UPSC for recruiting medical officers in various government organizations, including Indian Railways, including Indian Ordnance Factory, Municipal Corporation of Delhi, etc. Okay, so if you can, and you can work as a medical officer in this region, right, in this field of government organization. So if you are interested in it, you should look this video further. Right, so how to apply for this exam? Usually the notification is released by UPSC on its official website in the month of April and the exam has been conducted in the month of July. But in this year, that is the 2020, due to the COVID, the exam has been postponed in the month of October. So the number of people getting qualified for this exam is subject to the number of vacancy. That is, number of vacancy available is directly proportional to the number of people getting qualified, right? There is less vacancy, less people will be getting qualified. If there is more vacancy, more people will get qualified. So let's get further. So for this year, that is 2020, the last date for filling the application is 18th August. That is somewhat 8 or 7 days from now, right? And the online applications can be withdrawn. Like you can fill the form, and if you think that you're not interested and you change your mind for UPSC CMS, you can withdraw your form between 25th August to 31st of August till 6 p.m. For filling form also, the time is till 6 p.m. Right? For commencement of examination, the exam will be conducted on 22nd October 2020. Usually it is conducted in the month of July, but in the year 2020, it is going to be conducted on 22nd of October, right? It is a one-day examination. So what are the vacancies, right? In which post you will work if you clear UPSC in the year 2020, or similar kind of posts are being available every time you clear UPSC CMS, right? So junior scale post in Central Health Services, 182 posts are available this year. Assistant Divisional Medical Officer, that is ADMO, 300 seats are available in Railways. Assistant Medical Officer in the Ordnance Factories Health Service, 66 seats. General Duty Medical Officer in NDMC, General Duty Officer Grade 2 in East Delhi Municipal Corporation. Such seats are available this year. So getting further, so what are the eligibility criteria for appearing for this exam? You should be a candidate, a citizen of India, Nepal, Bhutan, or from Tibet with some clauses, conditions applied for these people. And also, if you are an NRI and you are having an intention to settle in India, then also you can appear for this exam. And there is an age limit, right? The normal age limit here is the 32 years. Okay, so whenever, in whichever year you are giving the examination, on that year, on the 1st August of that year, your age should be less than 32, right? But for the candidates of SC/ST, there is a relaxation of 5 years. That is, you can give exam up till 36 or 37 year, like, okay. And for OBC candidates also, there is a relaxation of 3 years. So it means for general candidates, the age should be less than 32. For OBC, less than 35, and for SC/ST, the age should be less than 36. Also for the defense services or disabled person, there are some relaxation being given, right? So what are the qualifications? You should have passed the final year examination of MBBS for appearing this exam. Even if you are not, if you are yet to qualify, pass the exam, final exam, still you can give the examination, this UPSC CMS. And while getting appointed, you should show that you have the equivalent mark sheet, that you have passed the final year examination. And second thing is, if you are doing your rotatory internship and you are getting appointed, right? So your selection, you will be appointed only after you complete your internship. So suppose right now I am doing my internship. If I am giving this examination in the month of October, if I get selected, I will be joining my posting only after the March month. Okay, so I will be joining in the April if I get selected. In that way, whenever you complete your internship, I will complete in March, so I can join only from April month. Now, what about the fees, right? So the fees is just 200 rupees, and also there are some exemption, right? So the female candidates of any category no need to pay the fee. Female candidate will male candidate belonging to SC ST or he a disabled candidate is free, can give this exam free of cost. Only the candidates of OBC and general male candidates have to pay 200 rupees fees for this exam, right? So now what is the scheme of exact examination? The examination is conducted into two steps, right? The first part is computer based examination. Second part is the personality test, right? First part is computer based examination. Second part is the personality test. So the computer based examination has been divided into two parts, paper 1 and paper 2. Each paper carrying 250 marks, and the examination consists of, each paper consists of 250 marks, 120 question each, and 2 hours for each paper, right? So the paper is for 4 hours with some break in between, right? The next part is the personality test, which is conducted after the result of computer based examination. So now let's talk about the computer-based examination. It is divided into paper 1 and paper 2. So in paper 1, you need to study the general medicine and pediatrics according to the mentioned guidelines in the notice. So in this pediatrics, in this paper 1, 96 questions have been asked from general medicine and 24 questions has been asked from pediatrics, right? But if you go in depth of this syllabus, this is the syllabus of general medicine. Let's go further. You can notice that there is dermatology and psychiatry also mentioned in the medicine, which means in the paper 1 you should study medicine, peds, derma and psychiatry, these 4 subjects of the for this paper 1 of UPSC CMS. Going further, these are the list of the topics which you need to study for the exam. Now talking about the paper 2, paper 2 consists of surgery, obs gynae and PSM, right? And in surgery, if you notice here, ENT, ophtha, traumatology and orthopedics. That means surgery, obs gynae, PSM, ENT, ophtha, orthopedics, and if you go further in this list, there is also anesthesiology mentioned, right? In short, 7 subjects for paper 2, that is surgery, obs gyna, PSM, ENT, ophtha, orthopedics, and anesthesiology. And for paper 1, what I told you, medicine, peds, derma, and psychiatry. So in total, you need to study 11 subjects for this examination. Even if it is mentioned that you need to just study 5 subjects, it is including this minor subjects, which are the branches of this bigger subjects, that is medicine and surgery. So in short, you need to study the 11 subjects. Now I can wait for a while. You can take the screenshots of the, if you want, if you can take the screenshots. This is the medicine part. This is also medicine part. Below the beats topic is going to start, which has been continued on this next page. And now the surgery part is over here. The continuation of surgery. Now from here, obs, 3 topics. Further, obs and gynae, family planning also included in obs gynae. Then PSM, these are few topics of PSM over here and on the next page, right? Now one more thing, the question paper is set only in English. So language of examination is only English. Now the next question comes, I have all the topics. So from where should I study for this examination? So you should follow any standard textbook if you want. You can go with the notes of the coachings. Okay, not they are not basically for UPSC CMS, but you can follow your normal notes for PG, or even sometimes you can follow for some subjects like those minors, derma, psychiatry. You can go with your FMG notes, right, which is very small in size. So you can go with them and you can prepare for this exam. And for practicing questions, you can go with this books, right? There are few books in the market which have the previous examination questions, so you can follow them for practicing the MCQs and to know the what kind of the questions has been asked in this exam, right? Now, second part of this, after completing this computer-based examination, if you are qualified, you will be called for this personality test. So this personality test consists of 100 marks. The computer-based examination was for 500 marks, and this is for 100 marks. So total 600 marks, and the final list is made from the 600 marks, right? And what they test in this personality test, they test your general knowledge, ability of the candidate of yourself in the field of academics, right? What is your personality? They try to assess you, the intellectual, your power of how can you manage the critical situations, right? your character, what is your leadership qualities, because you will work as a leader in this organization. So they'll check all these things to the personality test interview, right? This is from where you should practice the MCQs. Now let's discuss what are the pros and cons of CMS, right? So the pros and first we'll talk about the pros. So the pro thing is that you will not have any night shift, right? You can work from 9 to 5 job like a thing. You may sometimes feel like whether I have did MBBS or I have did MBA, like, but it's okay. You will be a government employee if you are not interested in working in clinics, right? It's a non-clinical thing, right? You can have all the perks of government service. Will be a class 1 or class 2 rank officer, which will be a good administrative procedure, position. You will not be any more a JR in the hospital. You will work as a medical officer, right? You will settle early if you don't want to do PG, and you can settle at the age of 25, 26, 24, 25, 26. At this age, you will settle if you clear this exam and you have started your UG very early or at the correct time. You will be settling in this time. And one more best part is, if after joining this, after getting the seat, after doing your 2 years of job, you need to do 2 year of your 2 years job, and then if you are selected for PG, you'll get a paid break. That for studying also, the Union Public Service Commission will give you will pay you for your PG for your job when you are studying, right? So this is a very good thing about the CMS. What is the cons of CMS? It is not an alternative to PG. Like, you cannot be a clinical professional in this after doing this. It's a non-clinical branch and almost negligible patient interaction. If you are that kind of person, you're not interested in patient interaction, it is a very good thing for you. Low pay scale, right? Comparatively, it's a low pay scale job, and nowadays people are more interested in this because it is offering an early settlement, right? So it is getting more and more competitive. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys about UPSC CMS. If you have any further queries, you can ask me on Facebook or Instagram, right? And so thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, Medi Simplified. Thank you.